guys, welcome to the first episode of Searching for a Scrap. I'm your host Jason van Skalkwijk, and this will be our studio for the next 3 months. We'll be searching for the best bantamweight amateur in the country. The winner will be getting a pro contract with Fight Stars, guaranteed international fights, and over 200,000 rands worth of prize money. We'll be following the fighters to their homes, work, and through their daily grind as they get ready to compete once a month for the next 3 months. Stay tuned for all of the action. So this is a landmark tournament. It's a tournament where we'll be fighting 8 fighters down to 1 to fight the best bantamweights in the country. All the guys involved are really excited. The show is also going to follow each of them to their homes, to their work, and everywhere else we can follow them to bring you behind the scenes on each athlete, what they go through in prep, what they go through in weight cuts, and everything else building up to the fight.
Here with Grant Olaf, co-founder and matchmaker of Fight Star Fighting Championship. Grant, welcome. So just tell us a bit more about Fight Stars itself as a promotion.
Fight Star's been around for about 8 years now. We started off in the amateur game, developing talent, and we've moved now to open our first pro series fighting for the last 2 years. The aim of Fight Stars has always been to find talent, to develop talent, and to showcase Africa's best amateur athletes and pro athletes.
And tell us a bit how Fight Stars has changed over the years from Fight Star 1 to where it is now.
Fight Stars 1, and everyone knows the story, was a charity event that myself and my partner Pietro put on to raise money for our Fighting Fit organisation. And we had a venue that could seat 300 people. We now do about 1,200 people at our venues. In those days it was sort of a small production. We've upped our game in a big way. Become the number 1 promotion on the continent, which is something we're very proud of. We've developed a hell of a lot of talent through the years, and always looking for the new and upcoming star.
And also tell us some of your highlights as a matchmaker on Fight Stars.
Oh, it's been a long trip and a great trip, and I think the secret for me as a matchmaker is that number 1, I'm a super fan of MMA, so I always put the fights on that I want to see. Which makes it a hell of a lot easier because the fights actually deliver. So, but I mean, if I think of fights like Gordon Ruttman and Kieran Skinner, Jason van der Merwe and JD van der Merwe, you know, those were crackers back in the old days. Recently we've had Quade Allen and Steven Gonzalez, which won international awards on that fight. We've got amazing talents like Nkosi, who we'll meet later on, that really come, stand, deliver, and really put on a great show. You know, the athlete itself, as well as Fight Stars, really developed through the years.
And then give us a bit more information about the reality show itself.
So the reality show is really for us to source talent and to find the best athlete in that weight division, and then to try and find a platform for them to carry on with as they grow. The competition itself is based on an 8-man knockout competition. Biggest difference is it will take over a 3-month period or 3-event period. What's great for the TV viewers is the TV viewers will get to follow the athletes from their home environment right through to their work environment, right through to their training schedules. So the public will be able to see exactly what an MMA athlete goes through preparing for a competition like this.
And the reason you picked bantamweight specifically as the first one?
Bantamweight is our strongest division at Fight Stars at the moment. There are probably about 12 to 15 athletes that I could have included in this tournament. It's, as I say, it's a stacked division. We also have our current bantamweight champion is also a double champion at Fight Stars. He's a featherweight champion as well. And the guys there just have got the charisma. They've got the full package. There's a lot of them that are looking to go pro, and obviously that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to find athletes that are looking to go pro, that want to move on to the international platform.
And I think also give the viewers something what can they expect from a tournament like this?
I think it's going to be action-packed. Look, the guys are fighting for the biggest prize in amateur history in South Africa. There's a lot at stake, not only reputation, not only clubs against clubs. The guys are looking for a pro contract, big prize money. I think you're going to see action from the word go. They're going to be fighting to stay in this tournament. They're going to be fighting for the public to see what they do. It's an opportunity for the clubs, for the athletes, and for fight stars to show Africa and the rest of South Africa what we do in this sport.
What makes this different as well is it's an amateur tournament with big prizes. There'll be a 50,000 Rand pro contract for the winner with Fight Stars, guaranteed international fight, numerous sponsors from international nutrition companies, international brand sponsors. We're also looking at insurances, a lot of stuff coming. Here's a look at all of our sponsors for the tournament.
It's a company that specializes in customized sports apparel. We basically manufacture like 95% of the current MMA industry in South Africa's fight kit. We also specialize, besides dye sublimation, we're moving into a cotton supply through silkscreen printing. And yeah, we're very excited to be part of the show.
Well, why are we sponsoring Fight Stars? Because we believe it's an upcoming company. They even have development programs, which is actually good for us. We feel it's a company that we can sponsor. Our product is a very good product. We're out there and we're actually growing quite specifically, and we want to be part of them. I think they've always been a good company. They're growing. They're apparently number 2 in South Africa, so we want to be part of it, and we believe we get good footage from it, and that's the way we're going to go with it.
So the Sportsperson's Insurance Broker was formed out of the need to cover professional and amateur fighters, both in the MMA space and in fact professional sportsmen and amateur sportsmen right across the country. Most medical schemes do not cover professional sports or dangerous sports, which we do. We have a various number of products which we have designed for both MMA and other sporting codes. We are quite happy to look at your sporting code and design product which is suitable for that. And we do various different types of cover, both life and short-term products. You can have a look at the current product range at www.insurance4sport.co.za. We are involved with the Fight Star reality show because we saw an opportunity to cover fighters while they're in the cage, provide sponsorship opportunities. We believe it's an awesome platform to get our products out there, to get sports people aware of what our product ranges can do. And we trust that this cover will provide them with many years of healthy living.
Okay, so Honor is an online supplement shop that we've got here in South Africa. It's an overseas supplement that we've brought into the country. We're known as Primal Revolution. The supplements that we deal with are very clean, they're natural, and they're all good for any kind of athlete that you bring into the country or you want to promote, from the MMA to soccer to any kind of sporting industry. We also cater for the normal Tom, Dick and Harry, if I can say that. So our supplements are very clean, they're all natural, and they are approved by the licensing departments of supplementation. Well, Primal is the flagship of Honor. Okay, it's on our umbrella, so that's our business name. We don't only do the supplementation here in the country, we also do Primal gear, which we cater for the fitness industry, the MMA industry, and as well your casual wear. Well, Fight Stars is a good platform, you know, it's the #1 MMA amateur in the industry. It's the #1 amateur MMA event in South Africa, and you know, it's been great. We've been part of Fight Stars now since Fight Star 3, and we believe it's a very good platform for us to grow as a business as well.
RDX Sports is an international based company based out of the UK. We're involved in MMA, combat sports of all kinds, fitness apparel and normal general apparel. Our brand ambassadors over the years have included the likes of Randy Couture, Mike Bisping and a whole lot of other champions. In South Africa we have Dricus du Plessis and Amanda Lino, also champions in their own right. We've been involved with Fight Stars now for 2 years, and we want to support local talent coming up to support the champions of the future. The reason we're involved in the show is exactly for that. We're also trying to find great talent that we can support to going forward, and obviously the best apparel, champion gear for champion athletes.
Obviously, there's 8 athletes that will be competing in this, and the first one we'll be looking at is Nkosi Ndebele. Tell us a little bit about our first featured athlete.
Nkosi, the future, is an amazing talent. Nkosi's been fighting at Fight Stars for the last 2 years. He's our current bantamweight and featherweight champion. He's a South African athlete that recently won gold medal at the All Africans, and he has to be considered the favourite. Nkosi's the real deal. He's a full package when it comes to someone that you can look at talent with. He's an incredible athlete, but also his charisma takes him a step above everyone else, and that's just my opinion with regards to who this young guy is. He's only been training for about 2 years. He's got a massive future, and I'm very excited to have him as part of the Fight Star family.
And tell us about the first time that you saw him, the first event he fought on for you.
He fought against a guy that's actually in the tournament as well. He's one of the wild card fighters, and really impressed. Both of them actually did. It wasn't necessarily the first time, but the second and third fight that he had, you could actually just see that this guy was improving. And as I said earlier, his confidence and his charisma was just improving, and he was taking it to the next level. He's got a massive following as well. So for a promoter, when the fans come and they cheer for the guy, that's what you're looking for.
And for those that haven't seen him fight before, what do you think they can expect from Nkosi?
Nkosi's going to bring a lot. His stand-up is insane. Recently at Worlds, the guys were calling him the Wasp because of his movement. He's got great ground. He's a strong wrestler. And I think he's really going to be hard to beat in this competition. But again, there's 7 other athletes that are looking for this prize.